I must say I'm absolutely thrilled with the attendance, most of all actually the participation. This morning was given over to talks from the Glider team. We got a clear insight to the product roadmap from John Adams and Luke, one of the newer members of our team, who did a fantastic job, really setting a point on the horizon that the Glider business is heading toward. And that was followed by sessions from Steve Ruckett's, Henry Saunders and myself, where we focused in on the strengthening of our security posture. Increasingly important, lots of clients that we're working with in defence, in critical national infrastructure, really need to ensure that their asset information, all of their records and information are securely managed, not only internally in their organisation, but also at a collaborative level as well. We touched on our services and how we're looking to evolve our services in line with the changing demands of industry and this extra thirst for digital deliverables, and how we can work with asset owners at a consulting level to help shape their requirements, and how we embed as part of the contractor team as a managed service now, supporting them in the digital delivery of validated and verified information. The afternoon kicked off with a quiz. Well done, Ed Gibbs. Last man standing in a higher or lower game. And then we had a really fantastic group of talks. So Nicola Pearson of the gig, the engagement manager at the gig, talking about openness, interoperability, secure exchange of information, how asset owners can look at some wonderful resources that gig are now producing to set a framework of and direction of travel for their own asset information transformation and digital estate transformation projects. And then what was great is we had two clients. We had DIO, Defence Infrastructure Organisation, one of the biggest asset owners in the UK, 150,000 or so built assets, talk about their transformation journey, looking back 10 years before accelerating forward to give a clear 3-year vision of the direction that they're heading, both internally but also with engagement with their supply chain as well. And then the other side of that coin, we were delighted to be joined by James Franklin, head of BIM at Kier Major Projects, who talked about the delivery of requirements against another major public sector organisation, the Ministry of Justice, and the HMP 5 Wells project. And James gave some really, really good insights to not just the Glider technology, but other solutions that his team used to drive quality and timeliness to the delivery of that project. And there was commendation from the client's technical assurance team and in Mace for the successful completion of that project. Then after our afternoon break, something very, very topical in the industry, probably one of the biggest catalysts in recent times in terms of driving asset owners towards a better information managed world, is the Building Safety Bill. For high-rise residential buildings over 18 metres tall, some 30 to 40,000, I think Ed mentioned in his talk, in the UK. There's a ticking timeline now, really up until October 2023, and then 5 years hence, for all of those built assets to have a compliant building safety case, all of the evidential information to show from a health and safety perspective that all of the residents and occupants of those buildings are safe, and all of the audited information can be shared. And it was great at a partnering level that Ed talked about Glider and Arcadis coming together, with Glider BIM being one of the delivery vehicles for their managed service for their built estate and asset owners. And then we wrapped up the session with a smart buildings panel. I think I introduced them as a super smart panel led by a smart chair, delivering a smart talk to a smart audience. And we're starting to see beyond BIM and digital twin that smart and intelligent buildings clients with the driver of net zero and sustainability want to get much more performance out of their built assets in their estate. But the convergence of those requirements into the traditional BIM requirements have unearthed a new conundrum that the industry now needs to wrestle with, about how do we clearly capture and communicate those requirements and weave them into the existing BIM procurement documents, the exchange information requirements and asset information requirements, to ensure that these projects are successfully delivered. A really active question and answer session with questions coming from our major asset owners as well as suppliers and designers, but the real community feel. And I think there were suggestions about the feel in the room today coming together as an independent panel now to help drive positive change in the industry. So fantastic. And this just sets the benchmark now for future years. We're really looking forward to Glider Gathering 2023 and look for one of our clients in the UK perhaps with a similar facility to Coventry to host. Coming together physically, engaging with our clients, affiliates and friends of Glider, it's significant how much we can achieve in a single day.